Welcome back. Since my last video did somewhat good, and actually I got so much love from you my dear viewers, I've decided that part 2 of our embarrassment parade needs to be made. And this time, and specifically because I got so much love, I've decided to put much more effort into making this video. So now I've worked 25 minutes a day instead of 20. All thanks to you. Nah, but seriously, I really do appreciate all that have been said in the comments. It might sound generic, but you guys did help me reignite that fire to keep making and giving all I've got to the videos that I made. Your support and kindness motivates me improving and continue doing what I do. So once again, thank you. But enough of the talking. We have freaks to watch and talk trash about. So without further ado, let's get into it. Right after you subscribe and leave a comment and a like, of course.
All this fucking talk about alpha man, beta man. It's all because of all fucking men on this planet has become fucking beta man. 90, 100 years ago, nobody knew what the fuck alpha man means. Because what is an alpha man? It's very simple. It's a man with an opinion. It's a man with a moral fucking cage. He knows what is right. He knows what is wrong. And he has himself inside of that cage. He does what is right. He doesn't do what is wrong. No matter how hard the right thing is and no matter how easy the wrong fucking thing is. And that is what is being a fucking alpha male. He doesn't follow somebody because he's not lost. But nowadays everybody just became fucking beta. Everybody wants everything, but they have no fucking courage to go.
If being the peacock that yells on the camera and that cannot stand on one place without moving his body with sunglasses on, and body that is completely roided out means being the alpha man, then yes, I'll take it and be a proud beta male till I die in my late 90s instead of dying in the 40s because of abusing performance enhancing drugs. 100 years ago nobody knew what alpha man is, and then what? First, why say 100 if you could have just said 9,000 years ago? Bro is probably saying that to make it sound bigger than it is, or to make himself sound smarter or something, and then just abruptly switches to his usual nonsense. So let's break his trash talk down together. Alpha man is the man with the opinion and a moral effing cage. The man that knows what is right and knows what is wrong, and he has himself inside of that cage. He does what is right and doesn't do what is wrong, no matter how hard the right thing and how easy the wrong thing is. And he doesn't follow somebody because he's not lost. Got it, Mr. Alpha male. Now let's see. Our Mr. Alpha in here has no opinion because he's doing the same bullcrap that every second alpha male does. Moral cage is non-existent because this man scams his audience. So given that this clown doesn't know what right and what is wrong, next. Oh yes, he hides himself inside some sort of metaphorical cage. Non-existent in this individual because he does literally what every other alpha scumbag does and advertising this on the internet. Next, he's doing what is wrong obviously, and he does what is easier not harder because building a legit business is way harder than a trash course selling alpha bullshit mentoring directed on lost men. And lastly, this guy is literally a copy of other alpha mentors on the market, so he does follow other alpha males and trends. So given all that, our supposed alpha male in here according to his own definition of alpha male is a beta fuck. Congratulations my guy, you officially just exposed yourself. Great job.
Walk into a place, see a group of guys, go up to one of the guys, smack him in the head. The other boys go, "Hey, bro, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? Relax. We'll call the police." What do you mean, relax? Everybody gets beat up. Everybody gets knocked the fuck out. Everybody's going to sleep. Once everybody's asleep, then I ask what happened. It's my boy. Someone fucked with him? There's no way. I'm not going to stop. Everybody's going to sleep.
You walk into a room, see a group of guys, you keep walking to whatever you were walking and shut the f up. Bro, Queen Azoulay went well with this one. First of all, you don't just walk up to people and smack them. I mean, you could, but then you would probably get your funny face smashed like a potato since I dubbed you or a fighter or something. Secondly, even if you do know some old kung fu style bullshit or fighting style, you still get your butt handed to you because no one on this planet believes anything you say. But for real, you smack anyone, you're gonna get sued. And for a good cause. This kind of advice is stupid if you live in a developed country. Like I get it, if someone did something to a friend or relative of yours and you want to help or to even things out, I get it. Be a good friend or relative, but don't just go assault people. Like I said, actions like this dumb saying in the developed country will get you sued at least. And for most you'll end up in jail or prison or get yourself badly injured. There is so much that can go wrong. It's just not worth to put your life on the line for payback like this. Now what you could do is talk or sue the one that did harm. Bro, in USA you can get paid so much money if you got a good case on someone, and it's all lawful, so you can get a bag if you sue your enemy instead of hurting and going to jail. Now, I know we as men can get the feeling that we have to protect and get violent. Sometimes there is just no other way, I get it. Really, I've been in fights too. But what I'm saying is that you always gotta try to think before you act, as your actions can have lasting effects on your life. But I mean, we're speaking about our Queen Azoulay in here, so of course he's lying through his teeth. But if there's any lesson that we can gather from this clip, it would be that think before you act.
Rooms and how you walk anywhere says a lot about a man. It says a lot about your confidence. See, as soon as you step into a room, how you walk determines how people are going to perceive you. I want them to perceive you as this confident, high status dude. So today, I'm going to show you how to walk.
No and no and no. Here we have another Mr. Alpha male that might be not as bad as others on this list, but we got him here for one and one reason only. What he says is just not as important as he preaches, in my personal opinion. Let me explain. Like I discussed in my previous video. Oh, by the way, here's the part 1 on the top right corner of your screen of our embarrassment parade, where I talk that nobody really cares about you because most people focused on themselves on most times instead of other people around them. So yes, by making people believe that they're among other stuff that they have to constantly monitor in their daily behavior to look alpha, they also have to think about how they walk. By saying that, I believe, Mr. High Status Man, you are doing your audience a disservice. Life is complicated enough as it is. We don't need other things to worry about, and also we don't need to pretend to be confident so people see us that way. Bro, if you're not confident as it is, your walk won't make a difference, because if you be walking all that confident, it's going to look fake, and people see that stuff from miles away. And I'm not just saying that out of my you know what. I'm saying that because I've been there, done that. When I was like 18, 19 years of age, I was all pretend to be an alpha or whatever. And that even though it did fool some people and people believed me, but at the same time I was miserable inside because I was faking myself. And in the end I just had mental breakdown, and guess what? After I stopped pretending, my life got so much better and easier on my psyche. I am a much happier person now while walking on the street as a fat whale than when I was 19 and walking like my stuff doesn't stink. Also remember one thing, my dear viewer, you don't need to pretend. You can get confidence, and I'm talking real confidence by working on yourself. Start working out. By the way, gym changed my life drastically. Start a project or business. Go do some real martial arts training and your confidence will skyrocket. Trust me on this one, and then you won't have to pretend or think about how you walk or talk to people. Because if a person is truly confident, it really shows from outside. People see that and people will perceive you as a one confident mother cracker.
When it comes to attraction, how would you differentiate what the average person thinks of attraction? Well, I can just answer this. It would probably be things like symmetry, healthy hair, maybe like a tan, but what are all the factors considered in kind of your community?
So it's a huge numbers thing. It's really autistic, but everything is about numbers, right? And measurements. So that could be the measurement of your eyes based on, the width of your zygos, and relativity. That could be your midface ratio, right? So the distance from your eyes, to the outer part of your lips, and this is supposed to be 1-to-1, your midface. The facial width, right? The width of your jaw relative to the width of your cheekbones. There's just all these different numbers, and then it gets you what's called a harmony score, right? So you take all these different measurements, you do the math, you check it out on your face, and then we're gonna get a percentage harmony score. And that's kind of a good way to determine your looks, but there's also other factors that play into things like how dimorphic you are, like how masculine you look, and how angular you are, how lean you are, and how good your coloring is, right? If you have blue eyes, if you're tan, things like that. So there's a lot of different factors, and it's just something you kind of understand intrinsically once you've been in the community for a long time.
Right off the gate, this Clavicular guy is either deeply insecure or has psychological issues, or does it all for fame. It's clearly obvious that guy is good looking. He doesn't need all that nonsense that he's doing to himself. All that measurement nonsense he's speaking is so nuanced that it has no place in the head of a healthy mind. First things first, people have different taste. Yes, there is definitely universally objectively beautiful people, and that is the fact. But guess what? Even then, there will be people that will find those chads unattractive, because because beauty is in beholder's eyes. Then this all looks maxing movement is somewhat stupid. And it's stupid not because taking care of yourself is bad or stupid. No, it's actually a good thing, but it's stupid when it's taken to the extreme, like jawline surgery or high surgeries or mewing or some other stupid stuff. Don't get me wrong, you can improve your appearance drastically. Get in shape, lose some weight, take care of your skin, get a fresh haircut, and this one is crazy important, and I'm talking from experience in here. Just getting a clean cut can drastically improve your appearance. Buy some cologne that smells good and dress well, and here you go, you are now a good looking mother cracker. But if you want to get girls and get really good at it, my dear viewer, listen to this old man's advice. Get charisma. That's literally a game changer. I've seen that it's much more important than looks. I have a friend that slept with so many girls I can count, and he's somewhat ugly duckling, but he's so charismatic that he can get away with it. So if you want to improve anything that truly matters for girls, trust me on this one. Charisma is all you need after you improve your appearance as well, as I've said before. So stop, if you do, listening to mental people like Clavicular and get good with your social skills and basic self-care, and
Your
you'll
back
be
against the
fine.
wall is not fun. Does it require me to have pain when I put my back against the wall? Yeah, but it also requires me to have pain whenever I'm hitting low standards. And people say, yeah, but we're saving money. Okay, let's do some simple math. How much money would you save if you made 150 grand in revenue a month? How much money would you save if you made 500 grand in revenue? A lot more money, right? So how do you take a human being and physically get them to run the revenue numbers that they're capable of running, but that they're not running? There's only one way. You've got to put their back against the wall. But nobody can put your back against the wall. Only you can do it, which makes it the hardest thing ever, which means I have to intentionally know that I'm putting myself in an uncomfortable position because I know what I'll become.
Blah blah blah. Low standards make 150k a month and you don't have to save as much. Bro, shut your face up. It's literally another sales pitch wrapped into a nice real talk message. First of all, it doesn't matter how much you make. You still save even if you are rich, because by saving and being smart with your money, you stay rich and get even richer over time. For that, I can suggest reading books, not listening to some alpha mental bullshit advice. Secondly, what this donor is saying, and in plain English, I would translate his message. Buy my course or program, because it costs a lot, and going by my message would put yourself against the wall into an uncomfortable position. You will pay me for bullying you, I will talk typical alpha guru nonsense to you, you would waste your time and money and probably won't achieve anything, but it's the part of the challenge. You always have to put yourself into that position to get good in life. Put your back against the wall so I can get rich, and if you fail, well, then it's your fault. You didn't put your back against the wall enough, so buy my another course so I can milk you for as long as possible. Gentlemen, it's good to go and pursue the hard things in life, but do it yourself. Don't pay some Andrew Tate, Grant Cardone clones to teach you how to get rich. In conclusion, as always, thank you guys for watching all the way to this point. You know it means a lot to me if you found this content entertaining or educational or whatever would be a reason for staying on for so long. Your support helps my lazy butt to strive to make content better, so I will continue improving, and hopefully one day we can grow and be big dog on YouTube. Anyway, stay safe out there, be vigilant, and don't fall for idiots online. Love you all and see you next one.